So, Sebastian Fundora will not be participating in this purse bid against Zayas. He instead is opting to drop the WBO belt, let Zayas fight for a vacant belt, and then he's going to go forward with the Sebastian Fundora and Tszyu rematch. Now, with that being said, bro, I don't know how I feel about this. Part of me is like, yo, ducking Zayas to fight Tszyu. I don't know if I would call that a duck, giving Tszyu his rematch with how the first fight went. Tszyu was piecing his ass up until Tszyu got that cut. I just don't like a champion dropping his belt and fighting somebody that wasn't his mandatory challenger. Like, why can't Sebastian Fundora fight motherfucking Zayas in the mandatory defense to keep both his belts? You already had Tszyu supposed to be fighting Keith Thurman. You done had Keith Thurman go all the way to Australia to fight Brock Jarvis to build the Tszyu fight. He was willing to go to Australia to fight Tszyu. Why can't Fundora fight Zayas, Tszyu fight Thurman like they were supposed to, and then let the two winners fight each other? Looks like Keith Thurman might be left out in the wind here, bro, with this news that's breaking. They're also saying a possible date is July 19th for Tszyu and Sebastian Fundora's rematch at the T-Mobile Arena. So that would be that date that I was speculating and thinking could be the Gervonta Tank Davis date for the Lamont Roach rematch. Maybe they throw Fundora and Tszyu on the undercard of that fight, because let me tell you this, I think Fundora and Tszyu is a really good fight, but that shit ain't no pay-per-view fight, bro. The first one flopped. That's how they came. You know what I'm saying? That's how Prime came into the game with Fundora and Tszyu. They was cool with the numbers because it was just the first little event, but make no mistake about it, that shit didn't sell like talking about. And this second fight ain't gonna sell like talking about, bro. Ain't nobody really gonna be checking for Fundora versus Tszyu. It'll be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Be a cool scrap, but pay-per-view money for that? Nah. Not unless it's the co-main and you still got Tank and Roach on that date. So we'll see as the news breaks and becomes official what's going on. But what we do know for sure, Sebastian Fundora will not be fighting Xander Zayas. So that PBC top rank collaboration, maybe they collaborating on purpose to make the fight even bigger. And PBC's doing Top Rank a favor by letting Zayas fight an easier fight to become champion and not have to go straight to the Fundora fire, get some experience, and they build the fight for down the line in the future between Zayas and some of their big younger names that they have in the division, like a Fundora, like a Ramos. We'll see, bro. We'll see. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Purse bid called off. Fundora won't be fighting Zayas. Looks like Fundora might be fighting Tszyu in a rematch. And Keith Thurman won't be fighting Tszyu. He done went all the way to Australia for no reason. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts.